Okay, looks like we're getting low on micro SD card space on this phone. So let's see how we can fit everything in. I think we're fine for this demo set. So this one's going to be a dual color. It's going to be a challenge. So it's basically yellow and navy blue, but navy blue will register probably as black. So again, black and red, black and blue, black and green for this one. And it's going to be a challenge size-wise. It's another one of those odd-sized originals that I just want to fit the page if I can. But it's a challenge fitting this type of original to page. Sometimes I get pleasantly surprised and it happens. It goes off really well without too much fart-arsing around and effort. But sometimes but other times it's not so easy. And it becomes prolongated. So this one's going to be, just going to lighten this one off, and the sharpness. Okay, let's see what this one is. We're going to just do the sizing after. It is, I just ripped off the front of a Corona box. Corona is a funny name for me because Corona is a part of a photocopier. I think Konica Minolta don't use wires. But in the old photocopiers, at least, they used wires called Corona wires so that you could charge up the drum and the paper in the process of xerography. We won't go into that. So I'm wondering if we're just going to maybe fit this to page, even though it might look good in the middle. We're going to go fit the page. We're going to try and work out how big. But it makes a joke. I could make a joke which says, what kind of beer would a photocopier technician like to drink? And of course the answer is, Corona. Corona is in Corona assembly, Corona wire, whatever. It's just a silly photocopier joke. I used to make lots of them when I was young. I used to make lots of really lame photocopier jokes. I don't tend to joke much these days about photocopiers, even though they are fucking funny pieces of shit that just don't work as well as they should, and they don't last like this one. Sad to say, the parts availability will only be 5 years from when it was, I suppose, manufactured. So this machine's really going to be short-lived, and that really pisses me. I've always wanted, ever since I was 13, back in 1986, when I first got right into this shit, basically I felt that a photocopier should last at least 10 years. But now it's like totally not 10 years, and it really pisses me that we can't enjoy our photocopiers longer than 5 years. So I'm really annoyed at fucking Konica Minolta and other companies because they just love money. They don't care about the fucking product. They couldn't give a fuck about the product. They just want you to buy a new machine so they can make money. I mean, seriously, I had to do that because basically my old C353 finally bit the dust. The dust toner? Funny. Funny, not. But you get you get my drift. It's a bit like dark humour, light and dark, whatever. Actually, no, we're not doing that. We've got to go here. It's hard to vlog and copy at the same time, but we do think that the colour is too wishy-washy, so I'm going to darken the colours and just put it in the middle. But yeah, it's like I enjoy photocopiers, so therefore when I buy one, I want one to last. I'm not a rich person. I can't afford to replace these things every 5 fucking years. And it's not good for the planet. It's just so polluting, all this plastics and metals and minerals and chemicals that go into making one of these shitters. It's just not worth it. And yet the companies that manufacture them just couldn't give a fuck. Not about the planet, not about the poor or the third world countries that are used to manufacture it, like China and Vietnam were used to manufacture this machine. The bottom is made in Vietnam, and the actual photocopier itself is made in China. And of course, Konica Minolta is a Japanese company. So why is it the Japanese are not manufacturing these. I mean, it's cheaper to manufacture in China. Chinese get screwed over as slave labour by our big countries like the US of A and Australia, as well as Australia do it too. Like companies that used to make Australian-made electrical accessories like power boards and PowerPoints and other shit like clips. I don't know about Clipsal, but if I'm correct, I think companies like HPM, if I'm correct, I'm not 100% sure, but I know that companies like HPM employ Chinese labour. It sends our labour offshore. The Australians don't get enough industrial labour if they want to be into manufacturing instead of office works and social services or whatever else. I mean, because we need manufacturing jobs as well as jobs to do with office work. Not everyone's cut out to work in an office, and not everyone likes the machinations that go on in offices, like all this gossip and shit like that, the grapevine and all that. And most people are just not into being sitting on a computer. Computers alienate people anyway, and a lot of people are not good at computer stuff. Not everyone's designed for an office. Not everyone's designed to work in social services like looking after the sick and the disabled. Not everyone's designed for these kind of jobs that seem to have taken over from manufacturing. Totally. The car industry's gone. We don't have a fucking car industry. What the fuck is going on? Why do these companies want to pull out of Australia? And it's because they can find cheap labour elsewhere. Australians are not worth... No, correction. Australians don't like working for peanuts, and yet the Chinese will jump through hoops and work for peanuts because somehow their culture manages to accept that, I guess. I don't know. I'm confused. But I just know that we need manufacturing in this country, and basically I wish that photocopiers can be manufactured in Australia, but that's a fucking pipe dream at the moment. But anyway, we've done this. This looks really good. I'm happy with this overall demo, but that was my fucking 2 cents for the day. Gotta go.